COVID-19, Brazilian trial for drug touted by Trump halted after 11 patients die on high dose. However, higher dose use of chloroquine, 600 mg as opposed to 450 mg, was stopped after just 6 days, after 11 of patients who were given the greater dose died. So a 600 mg dose is too high, got it? It's not news that high dose of it can kill you, it has a narrow therapeutic index. This is why hydroxychloroquine is preferred, since it seems to behave the same way but is more potent and can be given at a much lower dose for the same effect. But we need to test everything, so all of the candidate drugs go through trial. I just don't see, didn't read the article, going by the title, what they expected at high doses, as the risk is not new and already well established. Why the fuck is that site allowed? It just gave my browser cancer or COVID-19, whichever one you prefer. Edit, I guess I need to clarify, I said it gave my browser cancer because the site hijacked my browser back button and showed one after another. Everyone, except Brazil, knows high doses are super deadly. Chloroquine is not hydroxychloroquine. https://www. nature.com/article/S41421-020-0156-0. Using Trump for the clickbait to totally unrelated story. How many got cured or doing better? Nobody knew drugs were so complicated. Trump, probably. Obligatory. Not a Trump fan, but Reddit has become a flaming pile of crap when it comes to misleading information and the things Redditors raise their pitchforks over. I'm a second-year medical student and even I know high doses of that med can be lethal. Trump does enough dumb crap that the media and Redditors need to stop dumping on him for things that have nothing to do with him. Recommending trying this med is far different than taking it at lethal doses. Doctors reporting any sort of success out of it are usually 200 mg. 600 mg seems like a drastic test. I just want to know why they gave them a higher dosage than the approved amount. Who gave the thumbs up to that? How come no one blames Andrew Cuomo for touting chloroquine when he's also mentioned it positively on numerous occasions? I mean, technically it cured 11 people to death. Chloroquine and hydroxychloroquine are related but still very different drugs. Why isn't there more focus on hydroxychloroquine specifically? This is the most disingenuous reporting I remember reading. The thought that medical doctors would haphazardly prescribe a dangerous drug based on some of Trump's shit-talking is quite offensive to the medical community. Hydrochloroquine, big difference in this drug, is a proven drug approved by the FDA and international equivalents. It is not a cure for COVID-19 but is an effective treatment under the right circumstances. Or you just don't give someone a high dose of it? This sub needs to stop politicizing science ASAP. There are idiots in this thread and other Reddit threads who think the drug is junk because Trump says it. The reality is science has nothing to do with what Trump says. The word Trump appearing in this headline is wrong, dangerous, and supremely idiotic. There is a very good chance Trump can talk about a great drug in the future for this virus. Or a great future vaccine. What will happen when Reddit liberal idiots refuse to get the vaccine because Trump tweeted great things about it and they think it's a Trump big pharma conspiracy? This headline is sowing that future idiot. And we all know anti-vax started on the left. Also should be noted, I maybe missed it in the wall of comments, that hydroxychloroquine is a less toxic derivative of chloroquine. The tests were done with chloroquine. If they were Chilean they'd be recovered now. I love how the headline does all it can to paint this as Trump's fault. The media really sucks. Trump, just try it, what do you have to lose? Brazil, 11 people. Anybody tell me why Trump is prescribing the medicine to the people instead of their doctors? Oh right, he didn't, the doctors did, and the doctors gave the wrong dose, not Trump, knowing the potential for problems. So even if Trump touted a medicine that may or may not work, then why didn't the doctors verify the need or the dose and ensure it was actually helping and not hurting? Who cares, right? Let's just talk about the people that are dying from it so we can blame Trump, because the doctors had no say in how they dosed it out. So it's Trump's fault doctors in Brazil gave too high a dose. So, patients in a trial study in Brazil where Trump is not president were given a higher than recommended dose of chloroquine by doctors that weren't ordered by Trump to do so, and when they died it became Trump's fault. Got it? Why does everything have to be about Donald Trump? I get that it's silly for Trump to blindly advocate for the drug, but there seems to be a faction of people literally hoping that it doesn't have therapeutic value. It's being tested around the world for its effectiveness, and of course giving a high dose is going to kill people. This has nothing to do with Trump. The FDA approves drugs on an indication basis, meaning drug A should be used for ailment X. Therefore, it is not approved for COVID-19 through clinical trials. The FDA has granted emergency use of both chloroquine and hydroxychloroquine to treat COVID-19. So for Americans to be concerned about this study is reasonable. I am not sure why 600 mg was chosen as opposed to the 500 mg described by the Health Commission of Guangdong Province in China, which had initially recommended those sick with the virus be treated with 500 mg of chloroquine twice daily for 10 days. Should we then completely ignore these outcomes? I'd say no. There is inherent power in what the president says to the public. I would much rather him keep his ignorant mouth shut until the appropriate research is conducted to determine the efficacy for any treatment for COVID-19, especially for untested drugs whose negative outcomes can include mortality. Removed. Wow, fuck that site and the non-stop pop-ups. Chloroquine. This is the drug the world has been talking about for a while. All of a sudden Trump mentions it, and all I see are non-stop articles, good and bad, that it's Trump's drug. What the fuck? Yes, down votes for a neutral and accurate observation. You people are fucking comical. Some dumb Brazilian doctors killed some people by overdosing them on a medicine that countries all around the world are using safely and of which the dosage limits have been well established for years. This has absolutely nothing to do with the effectiveness or safety of this medicine. Edit. My apologies to the Brazilian doctors, as they are probably doing trials on worst-case patients, and they might have been taking a conscious and justifiable risk here. In any case, it's probably still not clear how big a role this drug played in these patients' deaths, who were infected and probably had some comorbidity, but obviously signs of heart issues would be a good sign to stick within recommended doses and hope for the best. They were probably just doing their best in a tough situation. Given the human geography of Brazil, they could be facing a lot of challenges, especially with how this virus seems to affect certain ethnicities disproportionately, and Brazil might be hit a lot harder than I've realized. A lot of what we have are lagging indications, and it's going to get time to get a clear picture. This story and my comment probably aren't helping anything. It's a bummer for everyone who was involved. Removed. Try a lower dose. Trump is living rent-free in every liberal's head. Wow, taking too high of a dose of medicine can make you die? Who would have thought? Also, if the virus is bad enough that they need experimental medical treatment anyway, then they were probably already dying. If anyone is interested in knowing what's going on, instead of bashing Orange Man, watch this video. It's related to the drug, and other forms of it, the follow-up heart problems, sodium/calcium and ultimately potassium related, and a potential workaround, with diazepam. This is all known, nothing new or problematic, and quite shockingly still used to bash the drug or Orange Man. Timestamp, https://youtube b/iloaf7tw7qy, t equals 340, https://youtube b/iloaf7tw7qy, t equals 340. Full link, https://www. youtube.com/watch, v equals iloaf7tw7qy, https://www. youtube.com/watch, v equals iloaf7tw7qy.